to unravel one of the most best kept secrets, which is SEO. SEO is short for search engine optimization, and pretty much that's what it is. It's optimizing your website for search engines such as Google. If you're not in marketing, you're not really gonna know much about SEO. You only know that they offer it as a tool for you to actually do SEO on your website platform, but you don't know what SEO is. And you know that it is important for YouTube and you know it's important for Google, but you don't know much of the details. And really, if you don't concretely have your website, you're trying to plan it and you're seeing my series, Planning Your Website, which I'll link somewhere here. You're still in the planning mist, then I'm just gonna tell you all about it, like in kind of overview, so that way you know what to expect. But if you already have your website, then you're gonna be wanting to know these juicy details. And this is really important and is one of the best kept secrets and tools, and a lot of people are not using it. So you can be those people that are actually taking advantage of this right now when there are a lot of keywords that are available. A lot of the marketing and website keywords are really competitive, and it is still possible to rank, but they're really competitive. But there's a lot of keywords, specifically local ones, that are still available, and you can take advantage of this. If you know about it and you're just a small business, then you can be found on Google and you can have a lot of leads that are coming from there. It's really important, SEO, because pretty much social media is a quick response and it's something that you're posting, but as soon as you post it, it's over. Like, you use that post once. And I really like social media. I'm not bashing on social media, but pretty much SEO is a long term, where you're seeing it grow in the long term, like YouTube pretty much. So if you've ever done YouTube, and I'm trying to get into YouTube, pretty much you're gonna see that YouTube is a long-term thing, where at the beginning you might not get a lot of views, but then later on you're gonna be, if you're targeting specific SEO tools and you're targeting specific keywords and things that you want to answer in the long term, you're going to be able to show up for people and they're going to binge watch your content. So with the same mentality, that's how SEO works for Google. So if you have your website and you want to add SEO, you can either restructure your website and add using like a package for SEO, or you can have a website built for you that is already ready for SEO and it has SEO on it. So like I said, I will tell you guys all the details about it, and I'll tell you also an overview. But pretty much the three things that you have to keep in mind is for SEO is that if anybody tells you for a really cheap price, they will do it for you and it will be quick, don't believe them. Like, straight up, I'm just telling you this tip as a person, as a friend. You know, you might not know me, but I don't like people to get scammed or anything like that. I've had a few people that are saying like, oh, SEO, it's like $100 or $200, and if somebody comes by you and tells you this will work tomorrow, don't believe them unless they're ads. The only way that they will work if they're doing ads for you. But if they're trying to say that they're gonna optimize something and then something's gonna appear, then make sure you don't believe them and don't give them your money. But if they're telling you that it's going to be a concise, built, complex plan that will be at a minimum of 6 months, then they're a little bit more credible. And if you look into them and they have experience and everything, then that would be a better suggestion to take for it. So pretty much SEO campaigns are something that are from a minimum of 6 months, and the reason for this is that it takes a long time for Google to see all the words on your website, read you, and be able to put you on the results. If you watch this video and you're still in the building phase of your website, then it's going to be really beneficial for you, because I'm going to tell you a few of the things that you can start doing, so that way when you have your website built, it already has SEO implemented in it, at least the basic of it, so that way when you actually put more SEO, then you're going to be able to rank up higher, like have a higher ranking potential. There are 3 things that you can do to optimize your website for Google to find you. First of all is keywords, the second one is pages, and the third one is blogs. Let's start talking about keywords. So keywords are specific words that you're trying to target so you can show up. Keywords are usually something that you want to target, so you want to start by maybe doing your business service if you offer something specific like a service, let's say websites, then you want to show up when people type that specific thing. You want to be as specific as possible. Like for example, me, I target branding process, and I also target brand strategy session is one of the words that I target really effectively, and that we're ranking for right now. Because that's something that I want people to read about, so that way they get familiarized with what it is, and that way they can pretty much book me. The second thing are pages. So pages are pretty much all the pages that are on your website. So when you're going through my series of planning your website, you're gonna want to plan those pages correctly. And if you already have your website built, it doesn't matter, you can integrate more pages, but you want to go ahead and have one page for each one of your services or products. The reason why we want to do this is because we want to have one single page that specifically targets with its H1 and all the content in it, including the photos with the alt text and the optimized speed. You want to make sure that one page targets that one word, that one keyword. And this is something that people usually don't do because they're just using the usual pages like home, about, and contact, but you want to make sure that you have that one page for each service. And the third one is blogs. So it sounds like an archaic, like really old era thing to say, but blog articles and having a blog on your website is really important, because how Google works is that you are feeding it words and you're showing up that you are the most suitable person to talk about this specific topic. So by having a blog article that talks all about this one target, and you're using the H1 and you're using a lot of images with alt text that talk specifically about this one specific keyword, pretty much Google's gonna say, okay, so this person is really knowledgeable, and then is really important for me to show this information to anybody who's searching for this specific thing. You want to have a blog not only to feed Google words, but also so that you are entertaining and informing your clients and your visitors. One of the things to keep in mind is that when you are building your website itself, you want to make sure that you are doing all the copyright, all those words that go on your website, not only to inform but also to be targeted for SEO. If you haven't watched my video about copywriting, go watch that one next. I'm gonna link it here right after this video. You can go watch that one where I talk about all about the words on your website. When creating your website, you really have to make sure that the words that you're using are specific and they are not only informing your client but also for SEO. If you don't know much about SEO, then make sure you hire a copywriter or a SEO expert that knows how to copyright. As you probably heard before, SEO is really complex. It's not something to just wing it. It's something really important, and it's a lot of complex steps that you have to do. You have to do a lot of monthly updates and a lot of weekly updates as well. So there's a lot of involved on it. There's a lot of speed optimization. There's a lot of alt words. So it's very complex. It's not something that I would just do. If you are serious about your business and you want to start running it and you want to get found on Google and have a long-term growing business, pretty much SEO is the way to go. And I wanted to tell you guys about my experience. So my personal experience is that I was really skeptical about SEO, and I'm a website builder, I'm a website designer, and a lot of SEO is really important, but I was kind of like, SEO is more of a long-term, like 6 months is a lot of time for you, especially if you have a business, you're already on social media, like marketing really quick, and you have everything and you have a lot of leads. But if you are looking for the long term, it really pays out, because you post one thing on Instagram and it takes like a few hours and it's no longer there and nobody's paying attention to it. So you constantly have to feed it. But with SEO, you really can have like a long-term mentality where you're just doing one article and it's gonna be found years later. So Kuro, which is my partner in business and in life, pretty much he got certified in SEO. He's an SEO expert and he helps me with the websites as well. And he kind of taught me SEO for website. Like, I'm a designer, and now when I copyright everything, I pretty much think about SEO when I'm doing all these pages and how I'm gonna do all the H1s, how I'm gonna do all this. And I was a little bit skeptical about it at first. I just went with it. But now a lot of our pages for our agency rank really high, and a lot of international keywords we're ranking for, and I am like beyond excited, because it's something that seems like somebody can find me on Google. It's it's exciting. Anyways, pretty much it's really exciting. So if you are here for the long term, like I said, a company, social media, your website, and SEO, bring all that traffic into your website and you will have a long lasting business with a lot of leads. Alright, I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And if you really like this video, go watch my copywriting video next. Alright, I'll see you there. Bye.